I just gotta start off this video by saying, hey Bandai, what more proof do we need that they are actually listening to our feedback surrounding this game? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. And after the emergency maintenance last night and the notice that they put out this morning for what exactly they addressed, I think this is all the proof that we need at this point that the team is actively searching out and listening to feedback surrounding the game. I mean, this is the second time that this has happened now. Not saying that it's 100% me without a doubt, but I do consider myself like one of the bigger channels covering the game. First would be the Zenny situation, which was addressed within a few days, and now with this situation, which was also addressed within days of our last video, again addressing problems within the game. So if you guys open up Gekishin Squadra this morning, I'm sure that you saw the new banner that is out. I'm pretty sure this is a new banner, at least actually, right? But I promise we'll get into that in a second. So the first thing that you guys are going to notice when you open up Gekishin Squadra today is a new banner, utterly unique. So this is going to read: the following emotes are now available from special G-capsules and prize G-capsules. Starting emote, training complete for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Starting emote, here's Majin Buu for Majin Buu, of course. And starting emote, Divine Descent for Zamasu. With his training complete, Goku teleports back from Planet of the Kais. Majin Buu arrives grinning in a cloud of smoke, and Zamasu lands amidst a godly light. Let the fun begin with these three characters' unique starting emotes. After the G-capsule update, the following customizations will not be available for a while from special G-capsules and prize G-capsules: surprise attack for Majin Buu, taking out the trash for Zamasu, and the final rebellion for Super Saiyan Vegeta. Notice regarding trial hero changes, and I think that this is something new. I don't think that they usually put the trial hero changes in the news. I could be wrong about that. Let me know down below in the comments, but I don't think that I've ever seen them do this before. So the new trial heroes are going to be Piccolo, Zamasu, and Frieza. Next, we can go over the messages. So the first thing that I wanted to go over is the group ranking results. And I think that they're doing this because the season itself is so long. So what this looks like is that the group ranking calculation will be bi-weekly at this point. It started on September 24th and it ended today, which is going to be October 8th. And these are these are my prizes, at least down here. I got 5, I think these are special G capsules, and 1,000 Zenny. So I'm not sure exactly how this is calculated, if this takes all 3 of your roles into account, or maybe it's just your high. I don't know. I think this could be potentially like how they do it in Dragon Ball Legends. But guys, let me know down below in the comments if you maybe understand this a little bit better than I do. So the main point of this video is going to be the end of maintenance notice right here. The big thing that they finally addressed: maintenance info, battles not starting even after matching completes, and the status shows 8 out of 8. That is actually something that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about. Honestly, that was something that I was just gonna deal with. I thought that itself had just something to do with like a matchmaking error. Maybe somebody like force closed the game even after they readied up or something like that, and it caused the entire matchmaking to get an error. I didn't know exactly what the problem for that was. It wasn't really the biggest deal to me. You would just automatically get queued back up again, but at least it seems like they fixed that now, right? Again, I just thought that that was some random matchmaking error that happened that honestly it wasn't even a big deal to me, because even if the matchmaking quit after that, you would just get automatically queued back in again, and it would do that a couple of times before you got taken out of the automatic queue and you would have to manually do it. But I'm glad that they fixed that. It shows that they're even taking the really small issues into account, so that's a good thing to see. But the next thing is going to say a communication error occurred. Error code 0 is finally getting addressed, appearing during battle, causing the game to return to the title screen. An occasional inability to resume interrupted battles. So the video that we made, I think, what about maybe 3 or 4 days ago at this point, where we addressed everything surrounding error code 0, even potentially what caused it. It looks like they actually were addressing that in the background. And like I said before, you know, I'm just joking. I don't think that it was specifically my video that made them aware of this problem. It's been all over Twitter. Other creators have been making videos about error code 0 as well. And the specific representatives from Bandai that I have contact with, they don't work on this game. Like, they're not a part of the team of this game. So it's not like I had a direct line of contact or anything like that. So I'm sure that the Gekishin Squadra team itself have been looking all over social media, all over YouTube, and they're aware of this problem from a vast amount of different sources, including myself. I'm sure that I played some part, even if relatively small, in the attention that this error code got. But now they finally fixed this, and honestly, this was a problem within the beta. They even addressed that this has been a problem since I think the second beta. So while it may have taken longer than we wanted for them to fix this, everybody making content and making posts and tweets about this, it definitely sped up the process, I'm pretty sure. So shout out to the entire Gekishin Squadra community for bringing a lot of attention to this, and the devs not only addressing this as they already have before, but them finally fixing it as well. And the last thing that I wanted to address is that land grab is actually back. I thought that Veggie Battle would be here for a little bit longer than it was, at least maybe not the whole 2 to 3 month season, but I thought maybe at least half the season Veggie Battle would be here. But it looks like sub rules, you know, obviously if I could read, it's only gonna last what, a week at a time. So maybe next week Veggie Battle will be back, and then for now at least, since we only have 2 sub rules being land grab and Veggie Battle, maybe they would just keep flip-flopping every week or so forth. But if you were unfortunately one of those people that was really enjoying Veggie Battle and you were looking forward to playing it after school or after work or maybe this weekend or something like that, it is gone for right now. Hopefully next week it will be back, and this will just keep being a rotating thing until the end of the season. Maybe they'll add another sub rules when the next character comes, but we'll have to see what happens with that. But I think that is gonna do it for this video, guys. Just a really quick update on everything going on with Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. Really quick, one of the things that I do eventually want to see for this game is them adding more divine combo cards as the roster grows. Maybe that could be something that they do every season, starting next season. I think that season 1 and season 0 we're probably good with what we have for right now, but eventually I do want to see more divine combo cards. Divine draws, I think we're good on that. Anything that just makes the game kind of RNG, I don't really know how I feel about that. The Golden Cell Juniors, they could honestly take that out. Superstar, I'm kind of eyeing you a little bit too, but for right now, the Golden Cell Juniors gotta go, man. And I feel like most people would probably agree that is my most hated divine draw in the game. Honestly, I really don't find the Golden Cell Junior games fun. If you feel differently, let me know down below in the comments, but that's just my 2 cents. Eventually, I do want to see more divine combo cards. Now, how would they implement that? I'm not really too sure. I feel like eventually we could get 3 per slot. And when I say 3 per slot, I mean 3 cards you could choose from per slot. Technically, they would have to change how the UI for the divine combo card will in-game looks when you're choosing your card. So that's something that they would have to look into if they did want to add more cards into the game. But as the roster grows, in my opinion, that's probably something that's eventually gonna have to happen. Maybe you guys disagree, but that's just little aspects of the game that I want to also see grow as the roster itself grows. But anyways, fellas, that is gonna do it for this video. Down below in the comments, give it up to the Gekishin Squadra team for addressing our concerns in a kind of timely fashion. Like I said, this has been a problem since the second beta, if I'm not mistaken. So while maybe it didn't happen as soon as we would have liked, where we're deep into, well, we're not deep, we're like what, 2 weeks into season 1 at this point, it did eventually happen. This is faster than the Spark and Zero team responds to a lot of problems that we have within that game, right? So give it up to the Gekishin Squadra team. For everybody in the community, whether you're a content creator or you just have a Twitter or an Instagram account on the side, keep being vocal about the problems that you see within this game. Bandai is listening, the Gekishin Squadra devs are listening, and they are actively searching out community feedback. They're taking this game really seriously, and that is amazing to see. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. Have a great day. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, my boys.